I'm Real Genetic Demon, and this is What's on the Tape, Season 20, Volume 6. And this is the second side of this tape. Now, the first side of it was just filled with Mastertronic games. It seemed Mastertronic and Bulldog by another name, and Value Mastertronic added? Mad? Anyway, it was filled with that, but we've got another side to little look at. Now, I speculated, I'm not sure whether this is true or not, but there is a Missing in Action Mastertronic compilation 1 to 6, which is very similar, or suggests it's very similar to this. I don't think this is it, but there is something definitely going on with these sticky edges that have been put over the top of it, like that. There's definitely something going on. I don't like tearing them off, but there is something going on, especially with this one. Look, there's something under there. Don't know. It's sort of weird anyway, but we'll continue on once I get this into a tape drive. Okay, the tape is in the drive, so we'll go down to our favourite, which is Basic, and load. Do you know, so I'm probably missing the trick here. There's probably a few of these Mastertronic games that are actually 128k. There is possibility that they're there. I'm hoping that we have a better time, though. Sometimes we have, when we have a second side of a tape, they tend to be a bit sticky. That's the problem. I think a bit sticky is the word. It's like you can load one side, but you're not allowed to load the second side. This is what happens when you've got tapes from nearly 40 plus years ago. Wow, 1982, the ZX Spectrum. Fantastic machine, though. You know, 41 years old. Some of these tapes are as old as that as well, to be honest with you, because they are made at round about the same sort of time. So, oh, Soul of a Robot. Soul Robot. I'm actually quite surprised that's loaded straight away. Now, this does bring me back to that original thing that I said at the beginning there about the fact that there is a missing compilation. Is this the missing compilation? I don't think it has any missing in action value, simply because it's all been. It may just be a copy of that sort of missing in action thing. I mean, if I can find 6 tapes that are all white like this, then there's possibility that it's the case. I love the fact that it says Soul of a Robot, Non-Terraquous 2 there. Second one. It's all about... Oh, God, it's not going to load, though. Well, we'll let it go anyway and see what happens. It's always worth a laugh. What I was going to say is that the thing about this is it's all about robots and mad AI, effectively. By the third one, which is Terranoculus, something like that. Anyway, it comes out on the Mastertronic range, not Mastertronic, sorry, not Mastertronic. The Codemasters range of computer games, so that's where you want to see it. So you've got Non-Terraquous 2 as in Soul of the Robot, and then you've got the third one, which is, I think it's Terranoculus or something similar. Anyway, but that one's like a shoot 'em up. It's a pretty. It takes what was, I think, quite a good exploration sort of maze game and just turns it into a shoot 'em up. I have played it on the channel. I think it's called that. It's Terracognition or something like that. Cognition. Yes, Terracognition. Something like that. Type terror into the search box on my channel, you'll find it. It's right there. It's the third one of the range. It's again the same thing, though, because what it is that in the third one that they return to the sort of planet and disturb the AI again, and it goes off on a rampage. So what I always find funny, though, is if you look, by the way, in the bottom sort of right hand corner of this, just on top of the flashing mountain, there's a man with a sword that looks like a bit like a lightsaber. Either that, or he's He-Man. He-Man. When I held aloft my sword of power. Do you know what? I never did He-Man. Never did He-Man as a kid. I used to watch the cartoons, but I couldn't get the characters. I didn't get the characters, so I wasn't into the toys. The toys were too expensive, to be honest with you. I always fancied a He-Man and a Skeletor for my collection. In fact, I do have a little. I found a Mega Bloks version of it, which is pride to place on my shelf, to be honest with you, because it looks really nice. Because I like the colours. I like the bright colours of it. I think this is. I think any kid that was a Gen X kid, or sort of just at that sort of stage where. It was neons, wasn't it? It was tie-dye, so it was all those bright colours. I think we kind of had that burned into our brain that that's what it should be. I would like to think that we're all still wishes we had some more tie-dyed colours and things like that knocking about. I know people's tastes change as things go on, but I'm always disappointed to see that And it's probably our generation, you know. We're responsible for this. And I also blame the insurance companies and the reselling of car companies for this. You know, the whole thing where it's like car colours they're all the same. They're so bland, you know, greys and golds and silvers and blacks and the white ones and then you might get an occasional red one and you might get an occasional blue one. But we were told, but you see, this is what we were told. We're told, well, it affects resale value because nobody's going to want a bright lime green car or a bright Dago orange car. I want a bright green lime green car. In fact, I had one at one point, a lime green car. I want an orange car. In fact, that's what I want more than anything else in the world. I want an orange car. I want like a nice burnt orange sort of look. I can't believe that loaded. I really can't believe that loaded. A nice burnt orange. I really want one of those. Why aren't the roads like Smarties? They should be, because it's so dull otherwise. I mean, why would you want to be? Why do we want to be so dull? Anyway, that's me. That's rant over. Let's not be dull. More colours, people. More colours. You know, the arcades were full of colours. The TV we watched, MTV, was all shouty and loud and colourful. It wasn't bland and boring. I don't know what happened. Do you remember the... I'm still ranting, by the way. I'm drinking coffee, by the way. I hope you've got a beverage. I'm still ranting. Do you remember there was a change? There was this weird change in about when the Xbox kind of arrived. So mid-2000s, so 2005-ish. And everything went gunmetal grey in games. Everything. Gears of War, gunmetal grey. Dead Space, gunmetal grey. What was wrong with a bit of bright colour? I know that's probably what it would have been. But who cares? It's fantasy. Anyway, let's get on with the game. Let's have a little play. If I can remember the keys, this is going to be an interesting one. And there's one for fly. There's an F for fly. So let's push the buttons for keys for keyboard. Left and right, that's good. There's the jump, little jump. There's a leap meter we changed. Yeah, that's it. W changes the meter for leaping. That's very good because you're a robot, you see. So you're not got whatever else is. Is it F? What's fire? What's fire? There'll be a fire here somewhere. There'll be a fire button. It's a bit like Underworld. F is definitely no. F's not fly. Is it not F? W. There's fly. Where my nipples come out. Look, lovely nipples. So we've got a percentage. We use a psychic power to fly with our nipples. We use both nipples. I love the way he looks sort of a little bit like a walrus there. Is this some strange change from his shape of his body? Look, he looks very thin. It's a very strange change to his body. So, yeah, nipples. And we got to pop in here. Now, there is a way to shoot. Now, how do we shoot? What's the shoot button? There is a laser. There's a laser. Do I have to find the laser? I think I might have to find the laser. Right, okay, so let's jump up this and over the top of it. I like the graphics of this, though, and I like the sort of strange gothic style. I think the writer of this might have been impressed by Scorn that's come out recently, which has definitely got aliens-themed sort of approaches to things in it. I think the writer of this game would be mightily impressed by that. You've touched a deadly object. Press fire to continue. Right. Okay, what is fire? Space, it reckons. I don't think space is fire. If space is fire, I'm quite surprised. No, it's definitely not space. Anyway. Touched a deadly object. I've known about those before. I've touched many a deadly object in a game. It's the no, don't jump too far. Nope. Right, okay, I want to jump up here. Oh, so you can see where I'm getting the comparisons with Underworld, with the sort of styling of the way the game works. I spent an age as a kid exploring and really, really not getting very far in this game. I think it's you falling to your death that kills you. Yeah, that's the Underworld feel again, because Underworld, you have to fall to your death to hurt yourself. So you have to fall far enough that you become killed. Which is not what we're doing here, and we're going to end up trapped down below. Oh no, I fell on that and then fell on that. Ah, is that L laser? How do I get to the laser? Let's use some flying. That helped not at all. Not a jot. No. No. Oh, God. Do love the styling though. I think the graphics look great. I mean, you've got to admit, there's the skulls and the bones and things. They look really, really good, and the cover was pretty good as well. I quite like the little robot on the cover. I thought that was always quite a nice sort of touch. I still don't know how to fire. That was a long drop. That was me exploding there and died. Look at the skulls and skeletons on the side though. Very alien, sort of with each with a little tail of their own. Missiles on the side there, scary bases, non-tracuous, all over again. Not sure what the story is, I'll be honest. I had it as a kid. I bought it. I really liked it because it looked so... I was always obsessed by sort of lovely big maze games. If they were nice sort of maze-like, I could spend hours going through them, not actually doing anything. Just get your pen and pencil out and map it and all this kind of stuff. I never really did. Did some games. I actually got I'm sure that somewhere along the line I am in one of the magazines for mapping something. I definitely in at least 2 Sinclair user magazines. I've got them here, but I don't know the numbers. But I am in 2 of them. Me and my friend wrote instructions for Falcon Patrol. And we did one for another one. I can't remember what the other one was. And I won a few prizes because I used to enter the prizes all the time. I won some T-shirts, some ballistic. This might be a death item as well. There's the thing from Nod to Aqueous, by the way. That's the little globe thing from the first game. So again, kind of had a rough life, hasn't he? After all that. So yeah. I got my name in for those. Won a few competitions along the way. Did you enter any of those? Did you enter any of the competitions? I entered a couple. I won a ballistic T-shirt. I remember doing that. That was really cool. That was from Accolade. They had the range called Ballistics. I don't think that was Spectrum related though. I think that was a Mega Drive when I had my Mega Drive. And I was a big fan of Accolade's Star Control game. Still think it's a fantastic game to this day. I've still got a copy. In fact, my wife had a little tidy, and I'm almost frightened when she tidies. By the way, I quit that. We're going to carry on. We'll see what else is on here. She had a little tidy the other day. And she tidied one of my shelves, and she's taken down all the PC games. So it's interesting to see what I kept, and then now realised that I should have kept the big boxes went with them because they were huge. But it's interesting to see the things that I've kept. Arcadium. Do anyone remember Arcadium? Steampunk Adventure. I kept that. I kept Fallout 2. Of course I would keep Fallout 2. I missed the title of that one there, so whatever this is going to be a surprise for me while I was looking sideways. Soldier of Fortune, great game on the Xbox and a few other things. Had one of its sort of claims to fame was that you could shoot chunks off people, so they had like 13 points that you could shoot them, and bits would explode off. I mean, I tell you what, how many people replayed the first level just to walk down to the subway, kick open that first door, and shoot both his legs off? Me, I did that. I loved doing that. That was brilliant. Dark Forces, fantastic. GOG if you want it. Star Wars Dark Forces, really good stuff. How are we feeling, by the way, about Star Wars? Have we all finished watching it? It's alright, the latest Ahsoka thing. It was alright. It wasn't brilliant, but it's clearly a setup for many other things. However, I do now need, and I'll spoil one factor, I do now need some night troopers. That's what they're called, I think. The rather cool sort of remnant stormtroopers with their outfits sort of changed and glued together with magical gold or whatever it was. A bit like Kylo Ren was. So I do need one of those. I think that would be very, very, very cool. I'd like those. What else have I got on here on this wall? I've got Diablo and Hellfire, the add-on that Sierra created for a game from Activision. Remember that? When they did that added the monk to the whole thing. That was pretty cool. It also added recovery and a way to store more money, if I remember rightly. What else was there? Oh, there's a whole lot. I can't see all the titles. They're all very small from where I'm sitting. Theme Hospital, Populous, the beginning. I think that's a later version though. I don't think that's the original Populous. I always quite like those God sims like that. There's Megalomaniac, wasn't there, as well? One that always struck me for the Commodore Amiga, and it's fantastic that you can actually get the A500 nowadays. I mean, honestly, if you haven't bought an A500, buy an A500 because you can just chuck stuff onto it, and they're really cool as well. So they've been upgrading them, and you can use ADFs, which are the format for floppies, and you can use the WHDs, which is the format for for hard disk images on it, and you can play them. You can relive your Amiga days if you had an Amiga. I'm surprised. I don't think they will do an Atari ST. It's just Atari, isn't it? Because I noticed Evercade's lost all of the licensing recently to every single Atari title they've got. So that's the arcades, the 8-bit ones, that we in the sense of the 2600, the 5200, and the 7800. They've lost all licenses for it, and the links. Simply because Atari's done its own version of that, a new version of the original 2600, which you can put the cartridges into, but it also emulates, is it the 2500 as well? So you can put those cartridges in. So of course they're now in that mode of not actually wanting to share again their licensing. So it's all gone. What are we playing? I have no idea. That does not answer my question. Jeff Foley, 1986. Keyboard. Let's press 1. This is going to be interesting. Oh, I'm a robot. What am I a robot of? What game's this? Where am I? Am I a robot? Where am I? I am a robot, that thing. What is this game? What's the keys? You fell in water. I don't want to fall in the water. Ah, rotate. I am a robot. Can I shoot? No, let's just rotate. I want to... okay. Look like I'm in some kind of facility. Isometric. Tank controls, so rotating left and right. You became lunch. I'm a robot. You don't want to eat me? I'm not tasty at all. Okay. Don't know the game. What's the game, people? I became lunch again. Press fire. What's fire? 0. Okay. Run before I become lunch. Escape to the mountainside. There we go. We've escaped to the mountainside. Now, no longer a slave to the system. I am now a free robot, one-legged robot thing. I'm just being eaten by another dusty bin. 3, 2, 1, dusty bin. What was that? What was his name? Ted Rogers or something like that? Something Rogers. That looks like a gate I should be able to press, and I can't. It's graphically, it's alright. I mean, it's relatively... I'm not sure... No, run. You don't want me. I know, we are no longer friends. I've been eaten. You became lunch. Oh. I don't know what anybody's lunch. Energy things. It's gone. I love the way it keeps just changing the colour background just for the hell of it. Just because it should. Oh, it's like a fountain over there and a donut-y thing across there. It's an E. It's a Bitcoin, one or two, lying on the bottom there. I'm about to be eaten by the dusty binny thing. Oh, I can't shoot him though. I have no idea what the game is though. What's it called? Press 5. Will it show me what it is? Oh, you've taken an energy pack. Ah, right. So I'm going to use the energy pack. So it shows us some of the... take a disc. Yeah. It's giving me a demo of probably how to play the game properly. Another energy pack there. Taking an energy pack and additional life. Fell in the water. Now it's just going crazy and chucking itself off the edge. I'll tell you what though, it gave us a bit of an insight into the game, I guess. There, Jeff Foley, interesting looking game. Shame I don't know anything about it. Let's carry on. Sorry, coughed, swallowed my pride. Never. Right, okay. Oh, let's. I don't even know how I got onto the Gen X stuff. My brain just went in a completely weird direction with that. What are we doing now? What are we watching now? Oh, it's non-Terraqueous. So the first one is after the second one. Kind of stands to reason, doesn't it? I rather like the spaceship on the front of this one. It's got a lovely cover on it. It's a favourite of Dave Plays Retrogames Badly Birdsall. I think he learned how to play it better than I learned how to play it. I didn't really... I didn't have it back in the day, and I still not much better in the sense of flying around. I just love the sort of alien feel to it. It's a nice feel, and it's nice to see. It's nice screen, that one. That looks good. Looks very nice indeed. So a good solid Spectrum game, good solid budget title. There was a lot of good solid budget titles in the day. There really was. Would I have what would I mean when it came down to it? Did I play budget titles over and above? Well, probably because I had the money for budget titles, but didn't have money for the big titles. But yeah, I think you know when I went home and played games. Do you know what the ones that really grabbed me were the ones where it was like the sort of I'm really like New Venture, the shop simulator basically, and the games like Chaos. Those are the games that used to absolutely love playing those particular ones. Fantastic stuff, those. I've now got a copy of Rebel Star Raiders coming as well. I'm really looking forward to it. Actually, I'll be honest. I'm really looking forward to it. And that kind of I think covers all of my 8-bit games from Julian Gallop. I don't think I've got. I probably have XCOM sitting up above me. Actually, to be honest with you, I'm looking. I'm peering. I tell you what, I do have a copy of what's it, Transport Tycoon, I think it is, Deluxe. The reason I've got that is because there's a free version. There's an open Transport Tycoon Deluxe. But if you have the original game, you can import the original graphics and read and the open version of it, Open TDT Transport Tycoon Deluxe. Yeah, you can get it on Steam anyway. Have a little look for it. Open Transport Tycoon. You can import the graphics, and the beauty of the open version, by the way, is it really kind of worked on the fact that people have got bigger memory now from the computers, so that you can actually basically have huge, gigantic transport networks all over maps, and it's a lot of fun actually. So I've enjoyed. I've enjoyed many a strategy game. I've enjoyed many an RPG. I've enjoyed many an action RPG. I've enjoyed many a first-person shooter. I mean, to be honest, I've never been more frightened than when I played Doom 3. I know it's all jump scares, but it's another game, one of those games where I'd like to finish it, but it's a bit too scary for me. Whereas I was never scared with when we got to, I think it was well, no, it wasn't Doom 4. It was basically Doom 2016, wasn't it? The new one. I wasn't scared in that one. I was just pure carnage and fun. You never felt. There's a joy in in game design. And I know because I've played a lot of games over my lifetime. There's a joy in game design. One of the joys in game design for me, especially with something like Duke Nukem, is there is a point where you feel like a god within the game. You just feel like you can smash and kill and destroy everything you want, and it's fantastic. It's a great feeling, and it powers you through the game. And then you come up against something that's slightly tougher, but you know you can beat it. You know it's not impossible to beat that creature. At some point, you're going to destroy it like the god you are. And that's the thing. I do think there's a real, there's some real great dynamics. I do like games that do that. I don't like games where you feel sort of you're unable to do that. I mean, to be fair though, even these Souls-like games that have turned up, from Dark Souls onwards. I remember playing first Dark Souls on the PlayStation, not PlayStation, sorry, Xbox 360, and then telling my mate that he really needed a copy of it, and he went out and got a copy, and he said, "Why have you made me get this?" And I said, "Because it's fantastic." And he's like, "Yes, but it's extremely hard." And I said, "Yes." So it's one of those. It is an extremely hard game, but again, once you start building up and you become sort of a bit godlike and know what you're doing with it, good game, a lot of fun. Anyway, press 1 for keyboard controls. I don't know what the controls are. Oh, QAOP and space. There is a button to turn it to something else as well. So there's the creature from that previous one. Again, I love the graphics on this. I think the graphics look brilliant. I don't think these guys kill you. I think you've got to destroy some bombs. Is that right? I think that's the general gist of it. I don't know why it's turning the other way. Right, yeah. This is a swap shop thing. This does something when you push a button on it. I don't know what button you press on it, but you can swap into this kind of crane mode thing. Not sure what it's about. That. Yeah, eye. Don't know what that eye thing is. Oh, they're deadly, aren't they? Contains decaying, which is fatal to robotic seekers. Right, yeah. I still don't know what I'm meant to do in this game, but... right, okay. So once I get that thing, I can swap. Alright. Oh! Sugar, I've done that before a few times, flown into that. When you hit that one, that's instant death. So I can... But now I can change. I have to be in the room that's by me. So... There's some reason I've got to be this thing. I have to be that thing to be in that room. Right, okay. Not sure what that means when in the scale of things. Somebody will tell me in the comments. I'm hoping the person who loves this game most will be able to tell me in the comments what I'm doing wrong. I do this every time, by the way. I completely forget as well what I'm meant to do. So I swap to this. I'm allowed to be alive in here as this thing. It's like a different type of equipment. Can swap back to the Seeker. So let's go this way and find out what else we can do. Yep. Pow, pow, pow. Pew, pew. I've got a bomb now. Right. Right. So if I go back this way and then turn into that, can I drop this bomb off here with this thing? No. You would think I'd be able to drop a bomb off on it. I can't drive into it that side, but I can in that side. Okay, that makes no sense. Right, so we've got a bomb anyway. Not sure what we're going to do with the bombs. Alright, that's that level. Oh, what are these door things? Jeez. That's horrible. Oh, bomb. Bomb. Deliver bomb. Drop bomb. Must be a way to drop the bomb. Right, I'm trying pushing some buttons here. Let's try. Bomb. I push the bomb. I press K. Exploded. Anti-force field bomb too near to itself. Right. Okay, I would have been able to blow that up if I'd been able to do it. Hey, it's interesting enough. It's a good game. It's a good game. I like it. I can't spell. It's a good game. Can't spell. Said that twice. Can't spell. Can't smell. I can't smell as well. That's the other thing. I'm struggling to smell. Not been able to smell for many a week. Right, let's put these buttons in here like this. Let's push the button. It's a good tape so far. It's a good tape. Touch wood and all that. It's been a good tape. Side 2 has completely gone against the grain, the usual. Hyperbole. Oh, another Mastertronic classic, I believe. I've never played Hyperbole. The one I'm hoping's on here is Future Sports. I always quite liked Future Sports, and I keep meaning to do a video on it when I get a chance. One of these days I'm going to do a video on it. It's on my shelf, and it's not even that far away, and I can't even believe that I've not even played it. It's like, it is a sports game, you know, sort of waggle joystick and all this kind of stuff, but it's just different kinds of sports. Let's have a look. Let's see if I can see it. See if I can see it. No, I can't see it handy, but it is up there somewhere amongst my list of Mastertronic games. It's one of them games that I really want to try and play on the level. Yeah, it's got guns and shooting. Look, that's not what I think of when I think of some kind of bowls, lawn bowls, and champion sport of champions, black ball with what was his name? Oh, I can't remember his name. Had Johnny Vaughan in it. Do you remember Black Ball? And yeah, Johnny Vegas and Johnny Vaughan were both in it. It was like making edgy. He had a lifetime baton or something similar from bowls or something similar. so when he'd be like 50 years old before he could bowl again, and they set him all up with all kinds of stuff. This is bizarre, it's stupid, it's just ridiculous, but it's great. It's stupid comedy. It's stupid British comedy at its best, you know, that kind of thing. Lawn bowls. Is that still a thing? Are we all going to play lawn bowls when we get older? Is what can happen? You know, we're going to be out there lawn bowling it. I think it's just an excuse to drink, by the way, when they're older. I think that's what it is. I think it's a drinking game, really. I think you get better when you drink. Years ago, one of my colleagues arranged an evening out for the team, you know, and got everybody together, and he had a lawn bowls tournament with beer and sandwiches in the middle of the summer. Do you know what? It was actually awesome. It was really cool. Even if I was rubbish at lawn bowls and really don't understand the rules and completely, because you're meant to throw them sort of with a curve, and they're meant to curve in swinging, as they call it, you know, so a bit of spin on it, because they've got a little bit of bias on the ball, so to a certain direction, so that you can swing them in better. But yeah, I never quite understood it. All you got to do is get close to the little white ball, which is called the jack. So the one who's closest to that is the one who wins that point. I think I don't know how many points there are in it. I think it's a bit like cricket. It goes on for about 4,000 hours or something similar. I think you just keep going until somebody falls over drunk. I'm not sure that's how they play cricket, but just assumption there. 1986, this one. Something's exploding on the screen. I think it's the font is exploding on the screen. Rating systems conceived by Andy Hiker. Digital design, design. 1986. Is there a keyboard? There's a keyboard. There's a redefine as well there. So what's that? Option 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. No, 6 is cursor. 3 keyboard. That's fine. Right. Okay, let's go for it. Hyperbowl. Not a game I've played before. Does anybody watch these kind of videos and then just start adding to their list of games that they want to collect? I certainly do with some other people's games. I kind of... Ooh. Select your ship type. What's my controls? Oh, bombs. That's my fire button. I don't know what my left and right is yet. The ball is over there. What's my left and right? Come on. What's left and right? There they are. I can turn the music off in the meantime. Ah, right. Okay. I think I'm meant to... Is this a bowling thing here? Yes. I've knocked it a direction. I got a... What am I meant to do with it? He's knocking it as well. Which way are you going? Ah, I think it's football. I think I've got to knock it my way. He's knocking it upwards. I'm knocking it downwards. He's going to knock it in and score. Goal line! Yay! Oh, so it's basically it's like asteroids with a ball. So he's going to come and try and shoot that upwards. And I've just bounced off the edge like a maniac. Oh, slow down. So I can't shoot him, but I can shoot the ball. It's like a ball. I like that. I like this idea. 2-player, I assume, split screen. I'm coming down. Oh, knocked it the wrong way. Bums. Oh, he's going again. Where's the ball? That's madness. Oh, I've knocked it. I've just scored for him. Oh no, I've gone past it. Oh, I quite like it. Yeah, it's quite clever, this. I don't know how the timing works. I assume it's like best of 3 or something like that, or best of 5. I'd like to score one, though. Oh, he scored for me. I got 1 point. Yeah, it's alright, that. Yeah, it's alright. Quite a good game. I quite like it. I don't think I'd be too disappointed with this one. Futuristic sort of space scoring system. He's made a mistake. Oh, damn, I've made a mistake. I've just scored for him. I don't know what his score is. There's a way to suddenly stop with the A button. So you can suddenly stop. Whoa! Ah! Oh, it's a bit of a challenge, actually. I quite like it, though. It plays quite well, that. Hyperball. Not one I've played. I think you get your peers everywhere. It's a cheap one. It's like a £1 game, £1.50 game nowadays. Not an expensive one to have. But that plays quite well, actually. He's gonna score for me. Yeah, I saw that. He just came in at full tilt. Yeah. Oh, excellent. That's another good one. I like that one. I enjoyed that. That was a good one. Let's see what else we've got on here. This has been a good tape so far. We've had a good time. It's like Christmas, but not Christmas. I wonder if I've got a Christmas episode this year. Do we know if I've got a Christmas episode this year? What day's Christmas? Is it a Sunday or something? I think it is. Oh, you might get a Christmas episode this year. No, it's not. Sunday. You'll get a Christmas Eve episode. Oh, even better, you lucky peoples. Type rope. Okay, a typing game. A game, not Typing of the Dead, though, which is, by the way, which is an awesome idea. Whoever thought to make that House of the Dead into a Typing of the Dead was an absolute legend. It's a great idea. Because obviously light guns weren't a thing for PCs, I don't think. I mean, there's that new one, isn't there? There's that new sort of modern day one that we can have, but I don't think it's really taken off. You need somebody to grab it and go with it to have it take off realistically. I think virtual reality's replaced it, hasn't it, with its kind of internal sort of swiping at things and all that kind of stuff. Help Mr. Mastertronic rescue his friends from the dreaded thread. Okay. Ray Owens, a lovely picture there of him. He's pointing at us, Mr. Mastertronic. He's like one of them sub-heroes from The Boys. I hope you're watching The Boys on Prime. It's been a classic, and also, to be fair, it's been really well done considering the source material was a comic book, which is quite a rugged comic book, and quite rough in its approach, and of course there's this new series where they've done it, and I wasn't sure whether or not Gen X was going to do it for me, but I tell you what, brilliant, so much fun, just ridiculous fun. It's like Scooby-Doo but with extreme violence. Scooby-Doo and the X-Men with extreme violence. It basically is the X-Men. So yeah, it's really good actually. I got to admit, I've quite enjoyed the sort of a little bit before all the other stuff happens. Certain other people are back again. It's really quite nice to see them. Is it Leah Thomas or Thompson? She was Marty McFly's girlfriend, wasn't she, way back in the day? Certainly from the second series she was. Second episode she was, because the first girl didn't want to or something. Not entirely sure happened there, you know. Because they reshot the entire end, didn't they? So that they could get Leah Thompson Leah Thompson, I think it is. I'm getting it wrong. Whatever it is, she'll put it in the comments below anyway. But yeah, she plays the sort of the bad guy boss type person of Vought International in this one. So she's back again. Because Gen V is a little bit before some of the other stuff that's happened in The Boys. It's just a classic. It's a good. It's really well done. I mean, Garth Ennis, the writer of the comic book in the first place, he's got some pretty good stuff. You know, I mean, he's only ever done one movie though. You got to remember that comic writers are a different kind of breed. They literally write how they want their panels to appear, which effectively is storyboard and the same as any movie writer would do. So the only difference between them and somebody who's maybe does a movie as well as a writer and directs is they might not know direction. However, to be fair, storyboarding and quality storyboarding in comic books is a massive factor. As a massive factor to the love or hate that somebody might have for a particular story. But yeah, I'm a bit of a fan of Garth. He's often seen as very macho, but I've seen some softer characters and some other good stuff within his range that's very much different. However, I think it's best when he's left to round rampant with his slightly macho characters. You know, some of them more macho than others. I still hark back to his. I've pretty much got most of his back catalogue of comic books. But I still hark back to when he did The Midnighter, which was it's a sub. At one point there was DC and Vertigo. There were two sort of comic houses. DC had Vertigo. Vertigo's where they put everything that they wasn't really going to be, you know, Superman or whatever else it was. So the Warren Ellis built the thing called the Authority, which is basically the X-Men, and one of the characters built in that was called Midnighter, and that was given to Garth Ennis, and he did a fantastic job with that particular character. I really enjoyed that one. Anyway, instructions. Let's look at the instructions. Master Troyers rescues friends. Right, okay. Remove a thread. You must press a letter or a number in the box of each in the box at each end of it. Right. Let's play. I've got to follow it across, so I've got to do like W6. Yes. OT. Yes. I've got time to do it in as well. I've got to rescue all his buddies. Look, they're all on the top of the screen there. There's one looks like a really dangerous ghosty creature. That does seem a bit worrying. Right, let's have a little look and see what we've got. Q L. No. Q P. Yes. 9L. No. 8. 1. 9L. There was one where it was Bound Ladies. I can't remember what that one was called though. It was a little bit more sort of dodgy realistically. It was a lady who was tied up and you had to do this with her. Can't remember the name of the game, to be honest with you now. 3U 4F. We need to do 7 out of time. My God, you have to go quickly. I've got my name in though. I don't think I've played that one before. It's alright. That's alright. Type rope. Yeah, it's a bit of that would have been. I think that would have been hard on a black and white TV though. Do you not think that would have been hard on a black and white? To be fair, I don't think it makes much difference, does it? Okay, let's see what else we got. It's been a great tape, this one. Lots of things that I haven't played in ages. That one I've played before, but I didn't know how to play it. So I think I guessed my way through it last time round, and I might have read the instructions. You never know. FK, French Connection. Finders keepers. Oh my God! Didn't we play this last week? We did. I think this turned up, didn't it? I actually put it on because I wanted to play Finders Keepers. Magic Knight Saga. Magic Knight Saga by, is it Dave Jones? Dave Jones. Sure, it's Dave Jones. Classic game. We won't play much of this because we played it last week or a couple of weeks ago. It wasn't that long ago, so we'll let it load up and we'll have a little look at it quickly. We'll fly through some levels. There is an aim to it. The aim is to buy your freedom by bringing enough gold to the king. So I guess you're some kind of mercenary right deep down. Realistically, or you're wanting freedom from the armed forces, the deadly armed forces. Something like that, anyway. Right, I'm drinking my coffee. What are you drinking? Are you drinking anything good? I think I may have asked that question already. Oh, I love coffee. Coffee is the best. Oh, yeah. Coffee's the best. Somebody made me a cup of tea the other day. I drank it politely, but I'm not a big fan of tea. Tea is not my thing. No tea for me. I don't know why. I just never grew up with it. I think when I started drinking hot beverages, I think the beverage of choice in my family home was coffee, and as a result, I always drank coffee. I barely drank tea. In fact, I never drank tea at home. And if I did get offered or somebody would make me tea, I'd politely drink it. But I've never really been a major fan of it. I don't know why. I just don't. There's something about it. Just don't like it. Don't like it. Maybe it's because it needs to be instant. Maybe I just don't like a tea bag or something like that. I don't know. Something about the flavour. It's not for me. Yeah. It's not for me. It's not for me at all. If I was going to make an energy drink, it would be called coffee. Two spoonfuls of instant coffee would be just enough. My wife got me something you put in the old percolator the other day. She got me some caramel flavoured coffee. Actually, and in fairness, quite tasty, to be honest. It was quite a tasty coffee. I'm a bit of a sucker for some of these modern coffees. I got a free one recently. I went to Starbucks. I was going to buy myself a coffee because I was desperate for a coffee. I'd had a bad night's sleep, and I really wanted to perk myself up. And I knew that there was a Starbucks close to where I went, and I was like, right, going to pay the Starbucks price and go in there and buy a beverage. And I got there and I just discovered that I had already accumulated enough points on my app so that I could actually have a free one. So I had my free coffee, which was really nice. It was quite a surprise. So not only did I get my caffeine hit, I also got it for free. So what did I have? I was going to have a maple and caramel latte, but they had no maple left. I mean, who runs out of maple? Maple's awesome. But they'd run out of maple, so I was forced to just have the caramel latte. It was very sugary. Didn't quite take the enamel off my teeth, but it was pretty tasty. I've got to admit, I do like a tasty beverage. But yeah, it was really nice to sort of drink that. Look at this, Dave Jones and Finders Keepers. What happened with that saga about the Mastertronic thing and Harry Price? I saw somebody saying about that the other day. Harry Price, of course, is notorious for effectively, back in the day, reskinning games and sort of changing some of the dialogue to be a different game. He used to put Lyle through Pirate Software. I played a few recently. Rather liked them, and then people were like, yeah, that's Harry Price's dodgy pirated game, and I was like, oh right, okay, so Future Projects was one that he copied mercilessly. I'm actually not too bothered about the fact that we've had an RTAP error here. We did see this a week ago or so I am actually not I'm not even going to try and load it. I'm just going to do new, and I'm going to load the next one because we have seen that one the other week. So and if you didn't see it, I'm not going to have a look at tape. By the way, we've got enough for at least one more game, I reckon. If you didn't see it, go back to last week. Have a look. Go a bit further back in time. Go back and have a little look. It's definitely there. And the Amstrad CPC version is really good. Paletron, like Galatron. Yeah, kind of cool. Anyway, I've no idea what this one is either. I've not played this one before. It's not a game I remember. But what was I saying? Yeah, coffee, tea, teeth. I think we're done. I'm done with whatever I was discussing. So. But I go through these videos when I'm watching with other people, and I even do it with these ones as well. If I spot a game I've not had before, I don't have on my collection, And by the way, I do it all by memory, which means I have 20 copies of many games because I have no idea really what I've got in my collection. I kind of go through what's there. Yeah, sorry, I know what I was going to talk about as well, the Harry Price thing, but we'll go back to that in a second. But yeah, so I don't know what's in my collection, so I don't know if I've got Galatron. In fact, I'm pretty sure I don't, so it's not one I recognise. Anyway, yeah, sorry, back to Harry Price. Did he get what was the outcome of that Harry Price one when he stole one of the nighttime games? He stole that, didn't he? And he re-edited it all and changed the graphics. I think it was probably a few solicitors' letters were sent backwards and forwards. And I think that was probably the end of it. I think it's probably a very rare game to get, that Harry Price one now. Can't remember what it was called. Something Sleuth? Super Sleuth or something? It was literally the same story as Nighttime, wasn't it? That was the one he literally copied within the whole thing, or reskinned. It happens nowadays, funnily enough, even in the modern day. There's a bit of reskinning goes on here, there, and everywhere, isn't there? There's some stealing going on, some little bits of stealing within the whole thing. But sometimes it's from the original game that wasn't sort of was allowed to be stealable, I guess. I mean, Minecraft has its roots in another game anyway. That's where they get them from. He gets the style from. That means that's why other people can copy that style with impunity and not worry about whether Microsoft are going to come down and turn them bricks. They can't. They're basically they would, if they did that, then they would be accepting that Minecraft had been created from a template from another game. I want to say it was a game called Miner 69er. I'm not sure if that was a game. I'm sure it was. I'm sure that Minecraft was based on Miner. I'm typing it now. I'm sure that's the game. Yes. Miner 69er. That's the one. Yeah, less resources overall. Very much the same game. I'm just having a little look at the whole thing. I'm trying to see if I can find a picture of it, actually. Pretty sure that was what it was. If I'm wrong, I do apologise. But yeah, I think it got some of its ideas from that particular game, which has a lot of mining stuff in it and all this kind of stuff. So it got quite. Oh, hello. Ooh. Oh, we've played this before. What's the buttons? There's a button to change the keys. Let's have a look at the keys. Right, okay, what we got? Fuel, lasers, comm dishes. R for keys. Okay. Oh, they're just those ones at the top. That's me there. Spinning around. Oh dear. I'm shooting bomb first. Oh, I'm not bum first. It's like a tail, so it looks like a tank, but it's not. It's got like a tail, a fin on it. I'm going to try and get through. It's like I've got to... I'm blowing myself up. Yeah, strange game. Game over. Got a feeling, it feels a little bit like Critical Mass. You remember the game Critical Mass from Jarrell? Feels a little bit like that. The controls are a bit. I think you'd be better off with a joystick on that one. I think that would be a little bit easier. Let's give it the next one a go and see what we've got there. I think that one probably needs a bit more investigation. I think it's not got 5 minutes worth of entertainment in it. It's got many hours of entertainment in it. I could see myself back in the day frustratingly trying to get through that one. This is rifle range, by the way. It's pretty awful. I'm sure we've played this one in the past, but yeah, I'm sure back in the day that we'd have maybe given this one that one a bit more time. I think that one probably had the do you know why? For me, it would have been the fact that there was a lot on the screen. There was a lot going on there, so there was a lot of effort being made to make it entertaining and full of life, so that you know, full of entertaining things to do, rather than maybe something where it was like one or two things on the screen. There's a classic screen from Mastertronic. Try not to get the tattoo though, because by now it'll be all blue. Blue buttocks. It'll be all, more like McDonald's or something like that. And you'll be hanged. Not sure many people have got Mastertronic on their behind. I certainly don't. Oh, Andrew, right, stop the tape. Press the key. Do you require instructions? Yeah, go on then. Shoot all the animals in the gallery, clear the screen. Yeah, we've been here before. What are the keys? Teddy bears. 670 fire. Start. No. Oh, God, it's one of these. Well, the multi-loading one. Shooting the teddy bears on the screen. S to start is what we need to do. Remember, and 0, 6 and 7, 0 and S. So that we can learn how to shoot all of the creatures on the screen. Feels like a 16K game, this one. I wonder how many 16K machines were actually put out there, because a lot of them got upgraded. I think a lot of people just bought them and then upgraded them. I mean, what was the difference? What was it, like 20 quid? I suppose, mind you, saying that back then £20 was a lot of money. It's probably in today's money 100 or so, isn't it? Realistically, I mean, money from from what, 82. I'm going to do the value of the pound. In 1982. Compared to 2023. There we go. Inflation calculator. Let's do the inflation calculator. Oh, it's crashed. Don't do that. Go. Oh, you naughty, naughty game. Oh. Let's see if we can get to work here. That's screen loading. To be fair, so what was 20 quid? Let's do the calculation. £89. So it was worth £89 back in the that extra £20. I can see that being expensive. Do you know the amazing bit about this? If I put in the price of my Spectrum from when my parents bought it back in the day, right? We're literally looking at. Hang on, this is so they bought it £129, £129.99 from Woolworths, which doesn't exist anymore. £565 in today's money. £565. That's the price of a PlayStation 5, isn't it? Let's see if this will load here. I am going to try and see if we can bypass the loady bit. Let's see if we can get past it. That's program 1. Let's see if we can get to it. I can't believe I'm trying to load this abysmal game. No, there we go. Rifle range. Abysmal game. 500 and whatever. Wow. I remember them looking at a BBC Micro. It was like 299. Oh, I can see why they didn't want to do it. 1,300 and something pounds in today's money. Wow. Yeah, I can see. I can really see why they wouldn't want to do that. That was a lot of money nowadays. Wow. That's mental, really, isn't it? It really is. I find the whole inflation figures for 40 plus years just insane, realistically. Here we go. It is actually doing the rifle range bit here. That's fine. We did find it. Roll up, roll up. Shoot a ducky and a bear. 25p. 25p. Let's see what 25p's worth in those in that time. 25 pence. £1 and a 9p in today's money. This rifle range was a bit pricey, wasn't it? And half pences at one point, didn't we? Oh, there we go. It's crashed again. Oh, I know it's crashed. The tape's finished. So that's definitely a copy. This is not that compilation that we thought it was going to be. That is definitely not the one, I'm afraid. That is. I'm afraid to say, that is not the one. Let me see if I can find. Something. Well, I'm keen to play one more just for fun. Let's see what we got. Let's see what I've got handy. I bought some things recently. Let's run over and grab something. Hang on, you stay there. I'm running all the way. Running across the room. I'm running over here. I'm here. I'm running. Oh, what have I got? I've got some stuff. I've got some stuffage. Let's see if we can. Let's see if we can load this one. I want to load this one. Let's load this one. I want to load this one. This one looks good. This one. I don't know if it'll load or not. I don't even know if I have loaded it for you, but I think I'm going to give it a try. It's one that I want to do a video on in its own right anyway. But I'm going to give it a whirl. I think this is a one that we can run in 128k, maybe. Yes, we can. Let's push the button. I hope I haven't played this one for you already. I'm quite looking forward to doing. I am quite looking forward to doing a video on it. It's one that I've been trying to get hold of for a while. Keeps eluding me, as they say. So keeps on sneaking away from me. It's a Codemasters title. And it's just one of those ones that I've just I've wanted but not been able to get. And it looks all right. It looks to me there you go. 550cc. It was. So it's a motorcycle game. But it looks a little bit like Speed King to me, which was a game that was on the Mastertronic range, and I rather liked Speed King, so I kind of like the look of this one. I don't know if it's by anybody we know. Doesn't say it's any particular writer on here, but it's got 6 famous circuits, and obviously you've got your bike there to have a little go on. I'm quite looking forward to trying this one. So and it does have a 128k version. So I think we'll give this one a whirl now. Just because we can. I haven't seen that actually before. Lyndon Sharp, what a great name. We don't have many Lyndons nowadays. You really don't. We really don't. What are they nowadays? They're all Jordans, aren't they? All Jordans and Joshes and things like that. And Joshua's. And there was a sort of you get a run of certain names, and this is the Lyndon is not a name that you've heard. What was the name of that guy? What did he play? Oh God, I should know. He played Rodney in Only Fools and Horses. Was he a Lyndon? Nicholas Lyndhurst, wasn't it? No, not Lyndon. Lyndhurst, that was it. Nicholas Lyndhurst. It took me a second there. Took a little while, a few seconds. I believe he's starring with the chap who played Frasier in the new Frasier. Interestingly enough, I'm not sure what his role is, but he's playing opposite the chap who plays that. I can't remember his name either. He's just Frasier to me, and Beast occasionally in X-Men, which was a very, very weird stopgap for his whole thing. He was even. I mean, the funny thing about the chap who played Frasier, he's literally with Frasier since he was in his 30s, because he was Frasier when he was in Cheers, and then he became Frasier as a show, and then he disappeared for a bit. I don't know what else he did in between. Did a few movies. Yeah, became the Beast, and then he came back as Frasier again. However, to be fair, one of my favourite movies with him in, and I can't remember his name, is Down Periscope. It's really good. He's actually a very funny man. When you put him into the role of being sort of funny or whatever else, he's actually a very good funny man. I quite like it. I mean, he's funny anyway, but he's, you know, I think that the way comedians sometimes work and that work within their sort of programs. I mean, that was the thing, wasn't it? John Cleese was always the sort was a bit of a straight guy in things like A Fish Called Wanda and Fierce Creatures, but actually. Makes him quite a funny character as a result of being that sort of straight-laced character. The situations that occur to him within those movies are just strange. It's brilliant. So to be fair, though, it's a lovely role for our friend Jamie Lee Curtis. One of those almost as good as True Lies. She was in Death of a Centerfold. Somebody put that up recently. I think it was Mel the Bell in the comments. Mel put a thing up. You can find it on YouTube if you want to watch Death of a Centerfold with Jamie Lee Curtis. A very early role from the 80s. You'll be lucky to find it on DVD, unfortunately, though. You can find it, but you'll be lucky to find it. It's some of those older movies. I mean, she was in Trading Places as well, wasn't she? Some good movies actually, and Halloween, of course. Halloween being I think the role that shot her to stardom, wasn't it? That was the big one. That was the game changer, as they might say, for her roles in movies. And backing them though, aren't she? I think there's a few more Halloweens. I find Halloween a very strange saga, especially Halloween 3. If you've seen that, I was just literally branding stuck on top of a completely different movie. That's very weird, this Halloween 3. I quite like it because it's so weird. It's like the witching season, I think it's called, isn't it, Halloween 3? I like it because it's weird. It's not like Halloween, and it's like just some completely different, and then, you know, not Michael Myers for a change, and that music. You remember the one, you know, the sort of creepy music. But of course, nobody remembers. I mean, and I know that we all probably do remember, but there was that original thing, wasn't it, where in the first Friday the 13th, it wasn't Michael Myers, it wasn't Jason Voorhees, it was his mother. He appeared at the end of the movie to finish off the campers as he dove out the lake. But it's weird to think some things people remember things differently, don't they, about the whole thing. Jason Voorhees, is he coming back? Are we going to see Jason again, do you think? I mean, there was Jason versus Freddy, wasn't there? There's a lovely selection of things. I loved these self-aware movies. I really did. I was a big fan of those self-aware horror movies. Once I started watching them, I was very. I think that's one of my favourite things about self-aware horror movies is that kind of stuff. I was watching something the other day and I can't remember what it was called. This is the worst part about it. I think it's like the Video of the Dead or something it was called. It was like an 80s movie, and basically the zombies were climbing out of the telly, and the telly never went off. So you had to put a mirror on the telly to reflect the zombies at themselves so that they couldn't actually attack each other. Kind of interesting for early 80s, that one, very early 80s. So that was a Video of the Dead. I do like there's this weird stage where things were on video and then they weren't in the pictures, so that they didn't have to be so nice with them. So the video nasty existed as the thing there was back in the day. This is a big loader. It's an interesting one though. I'm looking forward to it because I think it's going to play quite nicely. I mean, the thing about Codemasters, there was at least decent quality. I think somebody joked the other day, and I was funny because we knew it was a good game because it said on the front that it was like a new release, or it was really good. One thing this one does say on the front though is it's got a tilting landscape. That's going to be interesting. It's going to tilt with us when we tilt, I guess. That's going to be fun. A tilting landscape. Really interesting tilting landscape. I see the Evercade has sort of not reached out to, but I see that they're interested in doing a cartridge with Clive Townsend of Saboteur fame and Saboteur 2 fame, and I know he's re-released them on things like Good Old Games and Steam. You can now buy Saboteur, the same as the sort of very Spectrum version, but at the same time without the colour clash and all the other bits and pieces. You could buy buy them on there. They're available. There's been sort of reskinned versions and all kinds of stuff. But yeah, they're quite keen to get together and do an actual game, or put his game onto a cartridge. Oh, can you imagine that? It would look brilliant on an Evercade cartridge. If you could do a reverse inlay with like the Saboteur 1 on it, that first one with the wasn't the motorcycle, isn't it? It's like flying, kicking a few blokes in the face. If you could do a reverse cover of that with a cartridge in it, oh, I'd love it. And a manual. It'd be brilliant. Oh, that's amazing. What a great idea that is. 1 to redefine the keys. Up, down, left, right, fire. H for pause. Fire to start. Some lovely graphics going on the top of the screen. That reverberation of the look at that. That's some clever stuff. That sort of wave going through it. Right. Yep. First, second, or third to qualify. Cool. 1. Go. Oh, I'm on the bike. Oh, I've put the keys the wrong way around, you idiot. Oh, wow. The tilting of the screen is weird. I put the keys the wrong way around. That's weird, but cool. That's an excellently interesting track. Wow. That's cool. Oh, come on. Let me get past. Oh. I think I like this back in the day. I like the colours of the motorcycle as well, though. Oh, no. Pit lane. I'm not pit laning. Not pit laning at all. I've got the keys back to front, so I'm really making myself difficult. Okay, position 6. I'm on position 6. Lap 1. Come on. Let's get some speed up here, and let's get up to position 3 at least. Come on. Oh, we almost caught him up. That's it. Position 5. Not pit laning, not at all. And my own fault though for getting the keys the wrong way around. A little bit of motorcycle action with the whole tilting of the screen. Kind of like that effect. Here we go. Speed up. I am position 5. I need to take 2 more to take me up to 3rd. And there's 1 more. 4th. Come on. And 4th to try and take his position back. It's all over. I came in 4th. Failed to qualify. I quite liked that. That was quite good. That was quite a nice one to finish on. That's quite nice, that one. So, 750cc from Codemasters. What a nice one to finish on. Anyway, I've been your host, Real Generic Demon. Thank you very much for watching. Please feel free to like and subscribe and share it with a few friends if you like as well. That'll be cool. Okay, I'll see you soon. Bye now.